folks, welcome to another episode of Logically Thinking. We got a lot to cover on this episode, so let's just get right into it. First off, if you haven't watched it yet, be sure to check out my review of The Sky, The Art of Final Fantasy. Terrific art book. Covered a lot of the different things that are featured in this box set, so be sure to check that out on the channel if you haven't yet. I'll put a video response to it below, or simply just go to my channel. The next thing, talking about some of the games I picked up last week, which was WWE 13, Assassin's Creed 3, as well as Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. My impressions basically of WWE 13 is that it is a definite improvement over WWE 12. There is a lot of the stuff that's the same from the last year's edition of the game, obviously, but the Attitude Era is absolutely fantastic. Now, just a quick heads up, I'm going to be displaying some footage of WWE 13 here, and hopefully THQ won't give me a copyright notification for it. They did last time, which was really unfortunate, though there it was just a direct gameplay rip, so hopefully they won't do it here, because basically I'm giving them some good press on this game. But the Attitude mode of WWE 13 is absolutely phenomenal. If you're a fan of that era of wrestling, which that was the era of wrestling I really grew up in and really knew, it's great to go back and look at some of those great matches and actually get to play them and stuff like that and have all the objectives and everything with it. Otherwise, obviously, if you're not a fan of wrestling games, then this isn't going to change your mind. And no, it's not as good as the original N64 WWF No Mercy. I don't know if we'll ever get a game as good as that, but it's worth checking out if you're a wrestling fan. Maybe doing a full review of it too, depending on how nice THQ feels about flagging copyrights on things all of a sudden. Thanks a lot, THQ. Next up is Assassin's Creed 3. Now, I've played all of the Assassin's Creed games on the major consoles. I've also played the one on PSP that came out a couple years ago. And I love the original game, love the second one, and the sequel that followed that, but didn't really play the last Assassin's Creed game that was in the Assassin's Creed 2 category. The reason being I was kind of bored of it. I don't know, it just really didn't strike out anything to me that was really interesting. I will say so far Assassin's Creed 3 has renewed my interest in the Assassin's Creed franchise again. Starts out great, starts out intriguing. I haven't even gotten a chance to play as the main assassin featured in the game yet, but the ship area that you fight in as you're going to America is uniquely done and very well done altogether. And I'm enjoying it. Looking forward to playing some more of it. Now, really quickly, I did get a chance to play Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, which is the PS Vita version of Assassin's Creed 3, though it's a separate story, separate assassin. So far, and I've only played a half hour of this, it's pretty good. They did a great job of uplifting the graphics from the original PSP version of the game and keeping the overall feel with everything. So the character's interesting. It's based in New Orleans, and so far so good. Wish I could go into more details about it, but I'm liking it. It seems like it's going to be a decent Assassin's Creed game on a portable system. Again, I really like the original PSP game, and the addition of the second thumbstick again to control the camera, absolutely awesome. The controls are pretty solid on this, so that's really all I got to say about that. Now, last Friday, I did a impromptu Gamer Logic Live at Friday, 10:30 Central Time. And, you know, I've been trying really hard to keep consistent with some stuff, like trying to keep consistent with the Logically Thinking that we're watching now, as well as some reviews and some other stuff. It just hasn't been happening. The live streams have always been something I wanted to do, and I have been doing off and on a regular basis, and I want to get back into doing them on a regular basis now that it's winter time, the roads are going to suck, and it's just not fun to be outside, really. And on Friday nights, me and my wife usually get together pretty much right after work, have dinner and stuff like that, and we're usually done with our night by, man, that sounds bad, by 10:30 on Fridays usually. So what essentially is going to happen is I'm going, from this point onward, I'm going to have a Gamer Logic Live every Friday. It's going to be an hour-long live stream on my Twitch TV account, otherwise known as gamerlogiclive.com or .net, and it's going to be a hour-long live stream. It'll always be uploaded to YouTube when it's done, and essentially what I want to do is play games I've never beaten or haven't really got into very much. And the first game I really want to get into is Snatcher. And another thing to bring up is the fact that up till recently, I always use hardware for all my systems. I mean, I got all my favorite systems out here in this room, right? Well, my Pinnacle capture card broke, and I haven't been able to really use the newer capture card I have to get the signal to look good and to get it to work with my live streaming program. Well, now that's been fixed. I got a couple different pieces of hardware, and the new live stream looks great. I was actually testing it yesterday. So first and foremost, I'm not going to be doing emulation like I have been the last 2 or 3 live streams. It makes all these systems just kind of look stupid and makes them look like props. I want to play on the actual hardware. So on this next edition, this Friday's edition of Gamer Logic Live, I will be playing on the actual hardware. I tested a few games, a few different systems like UN Squadron, obviously Streets of Rage on the Sega Genesis, some Sega CD stuff, and all of it looks really good. Unfortunately, to get things converted over, it does stretch the image a little bit to fit a 1080p resolution, but I want to play on the actual hardware. I want you guys seeing us playing on the actual hardware, and that's what we're going to do, and I think it looks good enough for live streaming. It works out nice, so that's what we're going to be doing there. And like I said, I'm going to be featuring an episode every Friday, 10:30 Central Time, and I want to start with Snatcher, which is a really cool cyberpunk adventure game, kind of similar to Policenauts that I've never finished before. And I kind of want you guys to experience it with me. It's a more pricier game, actually, and it's kind of hard to find on Sega CD now without paying a nice premium for it. And it's been sitting around for a while, and I just really want to play it, and I think for the first time really playing it, getting into it, I want you guys to hang out with me and chat and kind of experience the adventure with me. So that should be pretty cool. Now, we won't be playing Snatcher this Friday, just to throw everything off, unless my little brother cancels out on me. Matt and I will be doing the Gamer Logic Live session together this week, which should be pretty cool. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to play yet, but testing a new setup is going to be really fun, and just doing some co-op with my bro is always fun. So I'm not sure if we're going to do a co-op game or single-player game and switch off like we did for the Castlevania episode, but it should be really fun. And to kind of sum things up here, because I'm kind of going on a tangent, is in order to promote the show that I'm going to be doing this every Friday, I'm going to be putting together some canned ads for the Gamer Logic Live. So don't be surprised if on a weekly basis you see a announcement video for Gamer Logic Live this Friday, and the day of or the night of, a couple hours before, a reminder video for it. They're going to get uploaded every week just to kind of stress the point that yes, I do a live thing every Friday and that I really want people to join. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously the other stuff is going to continue now that I can review and capture from my original hardware again. I'm going to be doing more retro reviews as well as modern reviews and kind of balance it out. It's winter time, cuts a lot into a lot of the stuff I do. I can still do boxing 3 days a week, thankfully, but it does kind of cut out some of my other exercise stuff I do during the week. So it's going to be fun. I hope you guys enjoy it, and leave comments below if you have any questions. I guess one more thing, as I do these Gamer Logic Lives, I'd love to feature other people in the community. So maybe every episode I reach out to somebody in the community, or someone reaches out to someone to me and says, you know, I'd like to be the chat host for that week, so they can kind of plug their channel, and so people who are viewing it can kind of get an idea for your channel as well. And maybe we can even throw video into that as well. Maybe do some kind of Skype thing and put that on the stream. I think that'd be really cool to have people host it, because as much as I like doing the live things, it's much more fun with 2 people, and I wouldn't mind having some multiple people doing it when Matt isn't available. So that's all, guys. I am going to play some Halo 4. I got it sitting there back there. I got to install it to the hard drive and everything, and hopefully enjoy it. It's getting some really good reviews. That'll probably be another one you see in a review, or maybe we'll even do some Spartan Ops Online or something like that. But yeah, that's all I got to say. So sorry for the long-winded speech. But that's all I got for this episode of Logically Thinking. Have a good one, guys.